Imagine a beautiful garden. It's a place of serenity and growth, where every plant has its own space to flourish. It has fences to protect the delicate flowers and vegetables. These fences are not just barriers, they are guardians that ensure each plant gets the right amount of sunlight, water, and nutrients. Boundaries in relationships are like those fences. They protect us and help our relationships thrive by providing structure and clarity. Boundaries are essential for healthy relationships. They create a framework within which love and respect can grow. They define where you end and your partner begins. This distinction is crucial because it allows both individuals to maintain their identities while being part of a partnership. Without them, relationships can become blurry and unhealthy. Misunderstandings and conflicts arise when boundaries are not clear, leading to emotional strain. Think of it this way: boundaries are about respect and self-care. They are not about keeping people out, but about creating a safe space for both partners. They allow us to show up authentically. When we know our limits and communicate them, we can be our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. They help us understand each other's needs and limits. Open conversations about boundaries lead to mutual understanding and respect. When we set boundaries, we are saying, "I care about myself and I care about you too." It's a way of expressing love and concern for the well-being of both partners. This creates a space of safety and respect in the relationship. In such an environment, both partners can grow individually and together, fostering a deeper connection and a more fulfilling relationship. Boundaries are a win-win for both people in the relationship. They foster trust, reduce conflict, and encourage mutual respect. When you have clear boundaries, you can communicate your needs more effectively. This prevents misunderstandings and resentment from building up. Your partner also benefits from knowing your limits. They can feel confident that they are respecting your space and values. Ultimately, boundaries lead to healthier, happier relationships built on a foundation of mutual understanding. Before you can communicate your boundaries, you need to know what they are. This requires self-reflection and honesty. Ask yourself, what are my values? What makes me feel comfortable and safe? What are my limits in terms of time, energy, and emotional space? Think about past experiences where you felt disrespected or uncomfortable. What boundaries could have prevented those situations? Remember, your boundaries are personal to you. Don't be afraid to be assertive in defining what you need to feel safe and respected. Communicating boundaries is about being clear, calm, and compassionate. Use I statements to express your needs and limits. For example, instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," try saying, "I feel unheard when I'm interrupted. Could you please let me finish my thought?" Remember to be assertive but not aggressive. Your goal is to communicate your needs in a way that is respectful and understandable. When you communicate your boundaries with love and respect, your partner is more likely to respond positively. Section 5. Navigating potential challenges. Setting boundaries can be challenging, especially if it's new for you or your partner. It's a process that requires time, patience, and understanding from both sides. Be prepared for some resistance or pushback. This is a natural reaction when something changes in a relationship dynamic. Your partner might not understand your boundaries right away. They may need time to adjust and fully grasp what you are trying to communicate. Be patient and continue to communicate clearly and compassionately. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs without blaming or accusing your partner. It's also important to remember that boundaries are not about controlling your partner. They are about creating a space where both of you feel safe and respected. They are about taking care of yourself and creating healthy dynamics in the relationship. Healthy boundaries can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced partnership. If you're struggling to set or maintain boundaries, consider seeking support from a therapist or counselor. Professional guidance can provide you with tools and strategies to navigate these challenges effectively. Remember, the goal is to build a relationship where both partners feel valued and understood. With time and effort, navigating these challenges can strengthen your bond and enhance your connection. Section 6. When boundaries get crossed. Even with the best intentions, boundaries sometimes get crossed. It's important to address these situations calmly and directly. Start by acknowledging what happened. Let your partner know that a boundary was crossed and how it made you feel. Reiterate the boundary clearly and firmly. Remind your partner why it's important to you. Remember, enforcing your boundaries shows your partner that you are serious about your needs. It also helps to prevent similar situations from happening in the future. Section 7. Compassionate communication is key. Throughout the process of setting and maintaining boundaries, compassion is essential. Approach these conversations with empathy for yourself and your partner. Remember that setting boundaries is a learning process for both of you. It takes time, patience, and understanding to navigate these conversations effectively. Focus on listening to each other's perspectives and finding solutions that work for both of you. When you communicate with compassion, you create a safe space for open and honest dialogue. Section 8. The power of yes and no. Setting boundaries is about honoring your yes and your no. It's about being true to yourself and what you're comfortable with. When you say yes to something, make sure it aligns with your values and doesn't leave you feeling resentful or depleted. Similarly, don't be afraid to say no to things that you don't feel comfortable with or that don't serve you. Your yes and your no are equally important. They are expressions of your authentic self. Section 9. Boundaries, the foundation of a strong relationship. Boundaries are not walls that separate you from your partner. Instead, they are essential guidelines that help maintain the individuality of each person within the relationship. They are bridges that connect you on a deeper level, allowing both partners to feel safe and understood. Boundaries help in creating a space where both individuals can express their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. When you have healthy boundaries, you can show up fully in your relationship, knowing that your needs and limits are respected. This respect fosters a sense of security and trust, which are crucial for any relationship to thrive. This creates a foundation of trust, intimacy, and mutual understanding. It allows both partners to feel valued and appreciated, knowing that their feelings and needs are taken into account. It allows your love to flourish in a safe and supportive environment. When both partners feel secure, they are more likely to open up and share their deepest thoughts and emotions, leading to a more profound connection. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of love, both for yourself and for your partner. It shows that you care about the well-being of the relationship and are committed to nurturing it. Healthy boundaries are the cornerstone of a strong, lasting relationship.